everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Kate, and I'm here with my co-host,
Martin. Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing today?
I'm feeling great, Martin. I had my morning coffee, so I'm ready to go. How about you?
Oh, I'm energized too. I just finished a quick workout, so my brain is awake and ready for some learning.
Perfect. So listeners, today we're diving into something super practical, daily English vocabulary practice. And honestly, this is one of those topics that can really transform how you speak English.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. You can't speak fluently and confidently if you don't have the words, right? Vocabulary is it's like the building blocks of language.
Exactly. And before we jump in, if you're new here, welcome. And if you're a regular listener, we love having you back. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you find this episode helpful. It really helps us reach more English learners like you.
Yes, and share this with a friend who's learning English. Trust me, they'll thank you later.
So today, we're going to talk about why vocabulary practice matters, share some practical techniques, and of course, we'll introduce some really useful words that you can start using right away.
I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Okay, so Martin, let me ask you, how do you approach vocabulary learning? And by approach, I mean, how do you go about it, or what method do you use?
Good question, Kate. Well, I try to be consistent. That means I practice regularly every single day, even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes.
That's a good word, Martin. Consistent. It means you do something steadily, over time, without skipping days. And you're right. Consistency is key.
Exactly. What about you? Do you have a routine?
I do. I like to immerse myself in English. Immerse means to surround yourself completely with something. So I watch English shows, read articles, listen to podcasts.
That's interesting. So you're basically living in English as much as possible.
Yes. And here's something I've noticed. When you immerse yourself, you pick up new words naturally. Pick up is a phrasal verb that means to learn something without formal study, just by exposure.
I love that. Like you're not sitting with a dictionary memorizing words.
Exactly. Although, I have to say, I do keep a vocabulary journal. Do you know what that is?
A journal where you write down new words?
Yes. It's basically a notebook where I write new words, their definitions, and example sentences. It helps me retain information better. Retain means to keep or remember something.
That's smart. I should try that. I usually just make flashcards on my phone.
Flashcards are great too. They're really portable. You can take them anywhere. Portable means easy to carry around.
Yeah, I practice on the bus during lunch breaks. Whenever I have a spare moment.
That reminds me of something important. Context. This is a big word for English learners. Context means the situation or setting where a word is used. You can't just learn words in isolation.
Can you explain that more, Kate?
Sure. So, imagine you learn the word run. In isolation, it's just a verb about moving fast. But in context, run can mean so many things. I run a business, the show runs for 2 hours, I'm running late.
Oh, wow, that's true. So context helps you understand how words are actually used in real life.
Exactly. And this is why reading and listening are so important. You see words in their natural habitat. I'm using habitat playfully here. It usually means where animals live, but I'm saying it's where words live in real sentences.
I like that. So, speaking of reading, do you think people should read difficult books or easier materials?
Great question, Martin. I'd say start with materials at your level. If something is too challenging, meaning difficult or demanding, you'll get frustrated and quit.
I agree, but also don't stay in your comfort zone forever. You need to expand your vocabulary. Expand means to grow or increase.
That's true. Maybe read something slightly above your level sometimes. That way you're pushing yourself but not overwhelmed.
Speaking of pushing yourself, what about using new words in conversation? That's scary for a lot of people.
It is. But here's the thing. You have to be willing to make mistakes. Willing means ready or prepared to do something. If you're afraid of sounding silly, you'll never practice.
Exactly. I always tell my students, mistakes are proof that you're trying. Don't worry about being perfect. Perfect means flawless, without any errors.
Yes. And honestly, even native speakers make mistakes. The goal isn't perfection, it's communication.
That's a great point. So let's talk about some practical strategies. One thing I recommend is learning collocations. Do you want to explain what that is?
Sure, collocations are words that naturally go together, like make a decision, not do a decision, or strong coffee, not powerful coffee.
Right. These are really important because they make your English sound more natural. If you say do a decision, people understand, but it sounds a bit off.
Exactly. And the best way to learn collocations is by listening and reading. You'll notice patterns.
Another strategy I love is labeling things in your house. Label means to attach a name tag to something, so you put sticky notes on objects with their English names.
That's brilliant for beginners. You see the word refrigerator every time you open it.
Yes, it's like repetition without effort. Repetition means doing something again and again.
And repetition is so important for memory. The more you see or use a word, the better you remember it.
What about learning idioms? Those can be tricky.
Oh, yes. Idioms are phrases where the meaning isn't literal. Like, it's raining cats and dogs doesn't mean animals are falling from the sky. It means it's raining heavily.
Right. And idioms make your English sound more fluent. Fluent means you can speak smoothly and easily.
But Martin, I'd say focus on common idioms first. Don't try to learn 100 idioms at once. That's overwhelming.
Agreed. Maybe learn 1 or 2 per week and try to use them in conversation.
Perfect. And here's another tip. Use technology. There are so many great apps and websites for vocabulary practice.
True, you can customize your learning. Customize means to adjust something to fit your needs.
Yes. Find what works for you. Some people love games, some prefer reading, some like videos.
The important thing is that you're actually engaging with the language. Engage means to participate or get involved.
Absolutely. Passive learning, just listening without thinking, doesn't work as well. You need to be active.
Great point. So to sum up, be consistent, use context, practice in real situations, and don't be afraid of mistakes.
Perfectly said.
Okay, let's do a quick review of the key words we talked about today.
First, approach. Your method or way of doing something. What's your approach to learning?
Consistent, regular, and steady. Be consistent with your practice.
Immerse. To surround yourself completely with something. Immerse yourself in English.
Pick up. to learn naturally through exposure. You'll pick up new words.
Retain, to remember or keep information. This helps you retain vocabulary.
Context, the situation where a word is used. Learn words in context.
Expand, to grow or increase. Expand your vocabulary.
Willing, ready, or prepared to do something. Be willing to make mistakes.
Collocation, words that naturally go together. Strong coffee is a collocation.
Fluent, speaking smoothly and easily. Practice to become fluent.
Great list. Start using these words this week, everyone.
Well, that was a fun conversation. I always learn something when we talk about these topics.
Me too. And I hope our listeners picked up some useful strategies today.
So, here's a question for you, our amazing audience. What's your biggest challenge with vocabulary learning? Is it remembering words, using them in conversation, finding time to practice?
Yes, drop your answers in the comments. We love hearing from you, and who knows, we might make an episode based on your questions.
And remember, if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to Daily English Boost. Hit that like button and share this with someone who's working on their English.
Every share helps us grow and reach more learners. We really appreciate your support.
Also, practice those words we talked about today. Use them in sentences, write them down, say them out loud.
Exactly. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening.
Keep practicing, stay consistent, and remember, mistakes are just part of the journey.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.